What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Monday. I forgot what date is it. 9/12.
Yes.
9/12.
9/12.
See, they told me never forgot, and I forgot. So
I always
It's
forget the
9/12.
date. So
But it's 9/12. That means it is making moguls time,
yay.
and I am very hyped because for today, I finally got down back.
Yay, I'm back. Hey y'all, it's your favorite dime. I'm
It's down with a
here.
Y, not an I.
You already know it.
And it's Vijano, and we are here making moguls on Xtreme 104 FM.
Yes.
And
Man, it feels good. It feels good to be back.
it feels good, right?
Yeah.
It's good to
I
have
had
you
a
back.
I had a long extended vacation kind of. Wasn't really a vacation. Some crazy stuff happened while I was in Florida with my family, so I had to
Yeah, you gotta take care of that.
Yeah.
But you did.
But I did, and I'm
And you're
here.
back. It's a beautiful day.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day. Summer's winding down, which means it's time to switch into another gear.
Right.
Another gear. And so today we have an amazing guest, a true entrepreneur, Mr. Businessman. Some might call him a mogul in his own right. Right now, sitting in front of us.
Right.
This man has.
Listen, everybody that comes on this show is a mogul.
I mean, that's a fact. That's why we do this. But I just want to make sure that people understand that this conversation that we're gonna get into. This man comes with experience.
Mm-hmm.
This man comes with versatility,
Mm-hmm.
adaptability, and progress.
Okay, you better talk about it.
So, I hope you guys are ready for this conversation. I hope you guys are ready for this. Before we get into it, we're gonna touch on our favorite thing to do.
Have you been doing it every week?
Yes, I have. I even did it on
Hey.
the week when I was by myself.
Oh, I'm so proud of
I
you.
even did it on the week I was by myself. So every week we start the show with our small wins
Yes.
for the week. Because everybody likes to celebrate the big wins. Everybody likes to celebrate those amazing milestones. But we don't
Yes.
take time to recognize the moments that we have. And so every week we like to pick something from the week that you usually wouldn't celebrate, and then celebrate it today. Don, what's your small win for the week?
So my small win for the week is I'm never prepared. I always come and just like think when I'm on the spot. I would say that my small win for the week is that I am finally putting myself out there a little bit more. Usually I'm the behind the scenes person. I don't really like to show my face like that. I think the radio show is really the only place that my voice is kind of like in the forefront instead of me just like producing everything in the background and things like that. But I put up a reel today.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I put up a reel last week. I think it was last week.
Another one last week too.
Yes, so
Okay.
I think I'm start off, dropping something once a week, and I'm gonna let it be organic. It gotta come to me. I don't like to pre-think about a lot of things.
We're not forcing it.
Right, we not forcing it, and then then I'll become more consistent. But baby steps, baby steps.
That's what's up, though. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is dope. That is amazing. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
need to do that.
Yes.
I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and then I plan to do it, and then I don't do it.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
I just
man.
gotta do it. You're right. And it's not like we don't have nothing to talk about. So.
Right. Like today, I was just sitting in my house and I'm like, okay, in 2 hours, I got to get ready for the show. And then I saw somebody post something and it triggered me and I was like, oh, got something to say.
Okay.
I recorded it.
So, yeah, I gotta do that. So thanks for that. Thanks
Yes.
for reminding me. My small win for this week is I got another business bank account.
Oh, yes. Good. I'm glad because I don't know
For
what was going on.
A little clarity for people that don't know. I'm in the cannabis adjacent business. So I don't sell any cannabis. We don't actually do anything that requires a license or any cash for flower or anything like that. But because Canna is in the name Canna Baddies, federal and state banks don't like working with anybody that has Canada in their name, even if you don't do anything. Like, you could just name yourself the Canada Habits, and they won't let you. They won't fuck with you at all.
Dang.
And so, yeah, so randomly, my old business bank account that I had matured for 2 months just was like, no, we're just going to close your account. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
And like, I have transactions pending and things to move. And I'm just like, wait, hold, what the fuck? Like, but I just, fucking, that shit sucked. Took a couple days, like, I don't need to stress myself out about it. And then I found another one. And
Good.
so I set it up, and I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. And
Super important.
just gotta transfer my money, and just, it just fucks up your whole flow.
Yeah.
Fucks up your whole flow.
I know.
But that's one of the things we're gonna get into in this conversation.
Yeah.
Because pivoting is a really important thing.
Yes, it is.
So,
Slims, what about you?
Mr. Slims.
I was waiting for my introduction.
I know.
I didn't want to say anything. So,
Mr. Slims the bank.
blessings.
Okay. Okay. I need you to tell him what's your small win.
Let's see. What did I do this week? Small win. I picked up a new account with City Rock Radio.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, they have an award show over at SOBs on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And the CEO, Prezi, shouts to Prezi, didn't like the way that certain things was happening.
Oh.
So he's like, yo, Slims, I don't need some help with this for next year. And I said, all right, cool. So we went ahead and, did some negotiating.
Mm-hmm.
And we went ahead and sealed that deal. So I'll be handling all of the talent for the award show.
Oh, it just happened this past Saturday.
Ah.
Oh, I've been hearing about it a lot too.
Wow, that's what's up.
So yeah, it just happened 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And then we talked last night, and we went ahead and handled that. So basically, I'll be handling, scouting and finding all of the talent that is actually ready to perform at an award show, and not a showcase.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so that's my small win.
So
Yes.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's a great one.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations for that.
We love
Appreciate
new contracts.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I'd like to at least get one per week. That's my goal.
One per
One
week.
per week. I should
That's big. That's
I didn't even
good.
think about that. That's a good goal.
You got 7 days. You can't get one new client. Come
You're
on.
right.
Listen,
you're right. I mean, you
so-
are
Come on.
completely right. You are completely right.
We could get into it because a lot of people are not closing
There-
one a week.
There's 8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah, you could get a client like.
Yeah.
You can get
You gotta
one
work for
person
it.
Ah, you're right.
on this planet.
Yeah, now you're making me be like, yo.
I'll make you
Especially for
feel
my
small.
travel. No.
You're like, damn.
It's not even that. It's like, damn, I could set that goal and like, I
Yeah.
could have one new travel agent person per week, like, or book one new disc per week.
Right, because it doesn't have to be in each business right out the gate.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, oh, I should. That's,
Yeah,
that's actually.
and I'll be tagging you with people that be looking for them.
I know. That's why I'm like,
on.
my network works now. Like,
Right.
so, like, I need to focus. It's just Canada Baddies is taking up so much of my focus. Not even my time, but my focus right
It's
now. So
yeah.
Well,
that's what it is. But one new per week, I can do that.
And that's your prerogative. You know,
Yeah.
like you choose to focus on the
What
women.
it is,
That's what it
yeah.
is.
Right.
It's not just the women. Okay?
It's the
Not
women
just-
facing business.
Yes,
We
that's
get
what
it.
it is. Yes.
So, but just to give you some feedback on what you were saying earlier as well, you can actually open up a new account, a new business, VJ Inc.
Uh-huh.
And then it could be DBA, Canada Baddies.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
know.
And then you can open up that bank account any way that you want.
I know. I should have done that.
Well, you still can do that.
I know. Oh,
Very true.
I know.
Very true. I learned a lot about like holding corps and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I
this
know. The
past
only
week.
reason I didn't do it yet is because I don't 100% own Canada Baddies, and so
Right.
I would want to transfer the ownership in the same. Because like.
And that's where you have a DBA, because you can DBA to something else if the other person,
Yeah, I know.
do what they're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I know.
And you're not legally obligated. I mean, anyway.
Yeah,
This is
all
your
the
show.
things.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, no, you're
No,
right.
listen,
This is what we talk
This-
about.
this is how
we
we
make
flow.
moguls. This is how we make moguls. You have to have these
Facts.
conversations. Like,
So let's get into your story. First, what I would like you to do is kind of give like a general, not a background,
synopsis.
of who you are currently. What are you doing? What is your title, so to speak?
Titles.
I don't really like bubbles, but
Yeah, I know.
I know-
Nobody does when they
yeah.
come on here.
yeah. So,
Because they moguls.
Right.
yeah. So my name is David Glover, and people call me Slim's the Bank.
Uh-huh.
As of right now, I'm the owner and founder of Put Me On Inc., which is a multimedia company that caters towards recording artists and entrepreneurs. So if somebody needs help with their business, taking it to the next level, then they will consult with me. And if I'm actually interested, then I do business because I've been doing business for so long that now I just do things I actually like doing.
Right.
So if I don't have a passion for it, I don't do it.
I love that.
Before, you got money, what you need?
Right.
You want some shoelaces? All right, cool. Let me go get you some shoelaces. But now it's like, been there, done that. So now I'm looking to elevate and do bigger things. And if it's not on like a larger scale, then I'm not really interested.
I like that. That's fair. So where did you get your start? Because when we met, you were doing something, I won't say completely different. You were probably still doing something along the same lines, but you were like
In a whole
doing
different
something
branch.
specific that I do want to speak on. So where did you actually start as far as like business
Yeah,
overall?
what got you started? Like, what was your inspiration to get into business?
I didn't want to work at a 9 to 5. I'm dead serious.
That's
But,
good.
I started understanding interactions and exchanging services for monetary gains when I was young. I used to get an allowance of $20 a week, and my uncle used to like drinking and smoking cigarettes, and he would run out of money, so he would ask me to borrow money, and he would give me more money the following week. So I said,
Oh.
okay, that makes
That worked
sense.
out.
That's true.
All right, cool. I'll give you 20. You're going to give me back 30 next week? I'm not using this money. I could go buy more candy.
Right.
So that's where like it originally started from. But what you're probably asking is, what's my first like official business?
Yes.
That was a recording studio when I was 23.
Okay.
And the reason why I got into that was I didn't like my 9 to 5. I was working actually in the Bronx, in Riverdale, for a locksmithing company. And I just didn't like the way that they were like treating me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Right.
do your cursing up on this?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Man, fuck these motherfuckers.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm about to be out, but I need to figure out what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
Because at the time I was still living at home.
Okay.
So I knew that my father was, the first thing that he would say is, so what you going to do now? I need to answer, what you going to do now?
Right.
So I was actually planning on quitting in about like 4 to 5 months. I'm like, I'm going to save up. I'm going to open my own business. I don't know what I want to do though. So what it was is I like eating Subway sandwiches. So I'm like, I should open up a Subway.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. And after that, I went to the Subway sandwich place that I normally go to and get my normal sandwich. I just walk in and he just makes my sandwich right there. And I asked him how much, what it cost, and he said $125,000. I said, I don't got that.
Right.
Cool.
I was about to say you had Subway
I'm like,
store
yeah,
money.
franchise money, cross that out. I said, all right, what else I like doing? I'm like, all right, I like watching porn. So, maybe I should own my own porn place.
Right.
So I went to, the place I go to, go buy my porns. I'm like, yo, how much is this? He's like, oh, I think that he said that he started it with like 40 grand. I said, I can do this. But then he told me where he makes most of his money from. I said, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You want to know what he makes
Yeah.
his money?
What is it?
The little peep show joints.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
figured.
then like he had to clean that. Like, nah, I ain't cleaning that. Nah, that ain't happening. I'm not cleaning that.
Yeah.
So I was just still trying to figure it out. And then I went to work one day. I started work at 8 o'clock, and it was like 10 o'clock. And then the person that was in charge, I ain't gonna call him that B word because I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I was giving out a job to a guy. His name was Moshe. It was a bunch of the little hat people that was working in there. So the guy's name was Moshe. I'm like, yo, I got a job for you. He's like, yo, give me a second. I'm up on the highway. I have to pull over. So I said, all right, cool. So me and him was cool. So me and him just talking. I'm very sarcastic. Anybody that knows me. So I'm over there cracking jokes with him, just wasting time until he pulls over. So this other dude goes, I pay you to give out jokes. I know, I pay you to give out jobs, not jokes.
Oh,
I said,
heard you.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'm cool if you say I want to give you this job, but I'm bouncing. He's like, what? Yeah, I'm done. So I gave him the job. I went and punched out because I want to get paid for the 2 hours that I worked. And I went out the side door because I didn't want them to know that I left, so they'll have somebody cover me. So I wanted them to lose as much money as possible.
Yes.
And I walked out the side door and just bounced. And I came back 2 weeks later, so I could have both my checks at the same time. I didn't have to go back one time and get my check.
Yeah, and then come back.
Yeah, like, nah, I'll come
But
back.
they gotta mail it, and then it takes forever.
They ain't mailing nothing. They wasn't going to mail nothing.
It was like, you're not coming again.
Because when I got there, they only had one check. I said, nah, it's 2 checks. Oh, let me go check. Oh,
Of course.
yeah, all right. So on my way home, now I really need to fast forward and figure out what I'm
Yeah,
going to do.
quickly, right.
So I'm like, all right, how much money do I have saved up? And
How much did you have at the time?
I had $5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I had $5,000. And I was like, all right.
It's a good start compared to.
Compared to a lot of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
when they're trying to start their first
I couldn't
business.
open up my Subway sandwich place. No.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
He was a couple thousand short
Yeah.
of the Subway sandwich money,
I'll have to, go hit up some corners or something. But yeah. So I'm like, all right, I have some equipment already at home. I just need a microphone and a preamp. That's all I really need to start up a recording studio. But I don't have enough money to go get a storefront.
Right.
So like, I want to talk to Dad. He's gonna have to let me convert this living room into a fucking recording studio. So I got home. I told him that I quit my job. He said, "So what you gonna do now?" I said, "Yeah, I want to open up a studio. I wanted to know if I can, take over the living room." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I just need like a corner, just a little small corner. That's what I need." He's like, I don't want no strangers in my house."
Right.
He's like, "You should go and take the postal test." I said, "I don't want to work until I'm 50, 55 years old to retire. I want to retire by the time I'm like 40. And after like 4 or 5 hours, he finally said, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I went over to Office Depot. Went and bought, a table, a chair, a little light, a little fan. Ordered a mic, preamp. I already had the speakers. I already had the keyboard and everything like that. I had a lot of this stuff already because I was already doing audio production.
Okay.
But I wasn't doing it full time.
Right.
And I went ahead and I bought me a portable booth. And yeah, that got delivered in like 3 weeks. And
That was before the days of Amazon Prime.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So like 3 weeks later, I was already set. First week I made $25.
Okay.
Second week I made nothing.
Right.
Third week I made $100. And then it just started rolling from there because my brother, shout out to Traffic, he hooked me up with this girl named Emmy. She was a stripper. So
Okay.
strippers have disposable incomes.
Right.
So she went, swung on the pole for the night, made some money, brought it to me. I recorded her music. And then, then like she enjoyed it, so she kept swinging more and kept
Yeah.
coming back.
Yo.
So I said, all right, cool. So like, that's what, got me started. And then shout out to Duct Tape, out of Southside Queens. And, they was doing their little street joint or whatever the case may be. So I figured out who my market was. It was all the
Right.
hustlers, So I went and hooked up with all the hustlers that wanted to record and,
That's smart.
yeah, by a year or two, I was making 6 figures.
Wow.
And I was only
Out
charging
of the living room?
out of the living room. $35 an hour. That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, that is a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours.
But that's a great. I
That's
feel
a
like that's a great
smart-
start. So for the people that didn't catch it, right?
Uh-huh.
So he used access with something that he already had, which was the living room and some of the equipment that he needed. He had a little bit of he had I would say, because we're talking to a specific market here, so he had a lot of bit of money to start business, but he did not need to use all of that money.
No, actually I did.
You did? Oh,
Because this ain't today's times.
oh, okay.
This is 18 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So like you can go get a $200 microphone and a little audio box, and go get some shipping blankets,
right,
stick it up on the wall, and be like, yo, I got a studio.
Yeah, that's right.
My microphone alone cost $2,300.
Oh, you bought a good one. What is it? What kind of microphone was it, if you remember?
It was a Neumann.
Oh, okay.
Neumann.
Okay.
Yeah. So you invested in your craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what it is that you have to separate yourself from everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else is going for the cheap mics, and then I'm the new kid on the block.
Right.
In the 2-block radius, there were 3 different recording studios.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I need to go and take away their customers.
Right.
So I just figured out what people didn't like about their studios: smoking, people walking in on the sessions, them doing weak ass mix downs, and just found out everything that people didn't like. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm doing free mix downs. I'm going to be $15 cheaper than everybody else, because everybody else is $50 an hour. So I'm $35. And then once you get them, then you have to keep them. That's all,
exactly. So. That's genius.
I want to break that. A nice breakdown right there.
Yes. Go ahead.
And shout out to Prezi, he's calling me now.
Hey, Prezi.
Probably firing me.
As we speak.
He said, hey, you ain't supposed to tell them.
And I found somebody cheaper.
But yeah, I wanted to break down. He did what is called a competitive analysis, which is one of the parts of a business plan, if you ever look at a business plan.
I've never made a business plan.
Me either.
I make them in my brain.
Yeah.
I don't make business plans anymore.
I can tell that you still do. He's lying.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
I make business plans for other people, and I'm good at those. I'm good at making business plans. If you need a business plan, hit me the fuck up. But I usually don't make a business plan for myself, because by the time I've finished writing it down, I already changed like half.
I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I am gonna tell y'all something. You should absolutely get a business plan if you have bad credit, don't have any money to invest in your new business or your current business, because angel investors, private lenders, all those type of people, the ones that are not banks and don't need certain things on your record in order for them to feel confident in investing in you, need to know the plan.
Yeah, need a business plan.
Yeah.
Especially angel investors. They're not going to even take you seriously.
Yeah, that's right.
To be honest.
Yeah, pretty much me.
Who was your investor?
Yeah. Who is my investor?
No, I said you were your investor.
Yeah. Like I never always invested my own money.
Yeah.
And everything that I've done. I don't look for loans. And like VJ, hit me up and like, yo, can you send me a bio? I'm like, bio?
Yeah.
I don't do bios.
I seen that.
Yeah, I don't do bios.
It wasn't bio.
I don't do bios. Because I don't need anybody.
Right.
So I don't need to send nothing to anybody.
Right.
So like business plans. Somebody asked me if I can send them my business plan so they can look over it and try to figure out how to put it together. There, so I'm like, I've never done one.
Don't have one.
I've never done one because everything is in my brain. And then like business is about pivoting.
Yes.
So I might come in the game thinking I'm going to do this.
Right.
But like I thought I was just going to be a recording studio.
Right.
From there, I started doing graphics because now the artist is done with their joints and now they need somebody to do graphics.
That's true.
And then this is 18 years ago, so now they need to go get some CDs pressed up. So I started doing CD duplication.
Yes.
And then they needed music videos, so I started doing videography. So and then
one-stop shop.
Yeah. Then actually that was on the back of my business cards.
Yeah.
It was a one-stop shop, and then I changed it to, if we don't do it, you probably don't need it.
Okay.
You know, so
If we don't do it, you probably
That
don't
is
do it.
that is a very
like that slogan.
interesting. Yeah.
I like that slogan.
Yeah.
I support it.
If we don't do it, you
probably don't need
bro. You probably
So
don't.
then, so my next question is: so how business is absolutely all about pivoting. So, how did you go from being the one-stop shop for artists as far as their production and actual artistry needs to opening a radio station?
all right, you want to hear that story? Here
I
we go.
do.
All right,
do.
so I never wanted to do radio
Okay.
because one, I don't like my voice. I hate
Okay.
my voice. It's light, you know. It's horrible.
I
I be
don't know.
stuttering. I curse.
The voice I hear in the headphones, it sounds like a radio voice to me. But
Yeah, man. That's his role to fluff up together and lie to them. Yeah. I stutter. I curse a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
he cursed one time on this whole show. He said he cursed a lot.
I think he cursed like 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I at least counted 3. And that's because I'm looking to, represent your show.
Okay.
Like if I'm talking for myself, then I just curse all the time. because-
Right.
No, but like this is your show, so I'm trying to respect it.
We
Well, I'm not
appreciate it.
trying. I am
You
respecting
are.
it.
Okay.
So,
Fuck it.
back to
Yeah.
the radio. So, a friend of mine, most of my businesses is based off of helping somebody else. So, so what wound up happening is a friend of mine, she was about to be evicted from my house. Not my house, her house.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And because I was like, that's just in my house.
Right.
I was kicking her out.
Yeah, I was kicking her out.
Tired of her.
I was tired of her.
terrible.
Say it.
Yeah. So pretty much she was about to be evicted out of her place. She hit me up and she asked me if she could borrow some money. She told me how much it was. I'm like, nah, I don't loan that much money to friends because I want it back. I want to get it back, and
Yeah.
I don't want to damage your friendship over money.
Over money, yeah.
money, yeah.
That's fair.
And actually, at that time, the first time I ever retired. It was when I was 30.
Okay.
So my ultimate goal was to make sure that my father was good. Games, I stopped playing. All I focused on was business.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, you can either make money or you can play games, or you could go on a date, or you can get into a relationship. Or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, it was just all in. So I'm like, I'm just gonna relax, sit back, do nothing for at least a year, right?
Okay.
Not doing nothing. So a friend of mine from Sony hit me up and was like, yo man, what you doing?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you around. Everybody, they don't see you around for a while. What you been doing?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm kind of like retired. Now I'm done. He went, what? And they're like, yeah. And then he told me about like getting my own server and doing like radio or whatever. I said, I could put together some playlists and that could keep me busy and be fun. So
Okay.
I went ahead and got a server, started doing that. And then my friend hit me up about being evicted. And between the time that I had the radio server and the time that she asked me, everybody just kept hitting me up like, yo, man, what's good, man? What's up with the shows? Because I was also doing the showcases by then up in Times Square.
Okay.
And they're like, yo, man, what's up with the shows, man? Da, 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 da. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead. I want to do an event. I'll put together an event, and you can keep all the money. So that's what I told her. I want to do an event just so I can show my face again real quick, and you do the door, and you just keep the whole door.
Okay. Oh wow.
Right, because she needs the
she needs the
for
money,
rent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's-
I'm not lending
I like
it to you.
that.
I'm giving
That's
it to
very
you.
generous.
But the thing with me was that like it was easy for me to put together events because I was around for so long.
Right.
So I'm like, I just have to put out a blast saying that I'm doing an event. People want to sign up. This is back when, people was paying $150, $200 to perform. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
take the money. It's easy.
Right.
It's no real work for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So that took care of her. And DJ SNS, I don't know if you know DJ SNS.
Yeah.
He came down to the event. And like I seen all, I went, oh, because I didn't invite him. He just came on his own. So I went up to him like, yo, man, thanks for coming out, blah, 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 blah. He's like, yo, this is your event? I said, yeah. And then he like, yo, it's a lot of women in here. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's like, yo, I'm a Ciroc boy. I think I could get them to sponsor you. I said, oh. He said, yo, man, they don't give no bread though, but they'll give you like liquor and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. He's like, give me a call tomorrow and, we could chop it up and, talk some more. So I called him the next day. He asked me what else I do. So I told him about the radio thing. And then he was like, yo, you have like a radio station? And I'm like, I'm like, nah. He asked me like, if I actually had like a storefront.
Right.
And then I'm like, nah. He's like, yo, man, I always wanted to do radio, man. I've been all over the world. I've done everything, but I never did radio, man. I always wanted to do radio. If you ever do it, I'll do it for free. And I also know some people that probably would, like get advertisement and stuff. I said, all right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and, put out this line and see who else wants to bite.
Uh-huh.
And then Star from Starbuck Wow hit me up. And he was like, yo, because after the whole Aaliyah situation, he bounced down to PA to, things got a little bit hotter up in New York.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, I've been thinking about coming back. If you actually, do like the radio station, I could bring one of my shows over there.
Wow.
So, like, Star is the reason why I felt comfortable doing radio.
Yeah.
I used to do radio up in my living room too. That was the way that I used to market my radio, my recording studio.
Okay. Gotcha.
You come and record with me, I play your song.
Yeah.
That's dope. So so basically all of these connections just started coming together and you was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it.
You jump on opportunities.
Yeah, I like that. I like seeing the journey of you putting out like one I wanted to tap on back to the competitive analysis real quick, that you not only did you have the idea doing something, but you took the time to find out where your position was in the market. And a lot of people don't take that time, and like I want to highlight that because that right there is key to like 90% of your vision, is seeing where you fit in the market, what people are not doing, and where you can stand out. Because if not, then you just have a hobby. Yeah,
if you're looking to have longevity, then you definitely have to know your position.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I wanted to tap is like I liked how everything, like you built a whole thing out of artist services, because I have a similar journey in terms of like when I used to do like underground concert series and stuff. And so to see somebody else see, all right, I start here, I'm doing this for artists, but artists need this, so I need to get that. But like I could outsource for that and it would cost money, but like I could bring it in house and I could, add to the basket, so to speak, the basket size.
What I would say about that is I always look for the teams from the beginning. From the beginning, I always look for people that I could collaborate with.
Yeah.
Because the thing with me is I like to relax. I don't like to always be working.
Yeah.
It's just that shout out to Renaissance, by the way, as well, because she's actually the catalyst to me getting into radio, because she actually suggested that I did radio up in my recording studio. She was like, yo, you already got all the equipment, you should just do radio. So she's actually the beginning of it, but the actual radio station as a business was because SNS came down to the showcase. So shout out to Renaissance on that as well. I have to give, people their flowers.
Yeah.
But going back to the services, I went out and I found a photographer. I look for videographers. I look for everybody that wants to actually do it for a living. Because the thing with me is I'd rather just be an owner and delegate things and find business and bring in the clients. That's what I'd rather do. Like right now I have an engineer. I know how to engineer, but I found somebody that actually wants to be an engineer.
Right.
So I'd rather him do all the engineering.
Yeah.
And then if he can't make something, then I'll hop on the boards and engineer it. But yeah, like at the end of the day, the recording studio, I asked the other studios that was in that 2-block radius if they wanted to join together and go get one large storefront that had like a studio A, B, C kind of situation. But they all looked at me as, that's a new guy.
Yeah.
He's not going to be bringing nothing. I already got my money. One studio was working with like G-Unit. He was with like Nicki Minaj before she was Nicki Minaj.
Right.
And she was Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
They was working with them. Somebody else was working with like a lot of like the local artists from like Hollis and Queens Village. And then P&M, he was working with like, he had like a little label situation with, artists as a part of like his clique or whatever the case may be. So he said no. So I said, all right. I'll put you all out of business.
I'll give you the chance. I like that because I always like to do that too. I always like to give people the one chance
I'll reach
to
out
fuck
to you.
with me, because now you cannot be upset when I capitalize on this home market, because I gave you the chance.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
There's not any one person that is a part of this circuit in New York City that I haven't offered to collab with and see where it goes. I reached out to you. Reached out to you.
Yeah.
I reached out to everybody.
That's a
You know,
fact.
I'm like, yo, this is the situation over here. Do you want to get up on this or whatever the case may be? And if they say yeah, then they say yeah. If they say no, I'm like, all right,
That's it,
cool.
yeah.
I still got other
do what I gotta
things
do.
going on.
Yeah.
So I
always respected that and appreciate that about you, was that like I knew no matter where I was maneuvering or positioning, I knew this man was also running his thing, and at any point we could click and run. You know,
Right.
it was nice. You know, we still got some things to take care of in the future. Like we got some things.
this
to
man
plan
been
out.
saying that dream for like a year and a half.
I know.
Oh, Lord.
Well, to be fair though, again, I haven't been in the
He's
showcase.
been in Canna mode.
Yeah, I've been so showcase, but I built a team for Underground Concert Series now, so we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it on. We're gonna get it on. We're gonna get it on.
It's the for me.
Yeah.
So in this last 10 minutes that we have, because I wanted to like dive deep
Alright,
into
so what's up?
all of
What's
the
going on?
radio stuff and all that, but I do want to have enough time to speak on the current business, because at the end of the day we could talk through like all of the like, you
History
know, history of what went wrong and how did this make
If
you
you
feel
want-
and
if
all
you want-
those things, but like
My current business is fine. So if you want to go back and talk about the history, then we can talk about the history.
Okay.
I
My
want to talk about
biggest
whatever
question-
you want to talk about. It's not about me.
I know.
I'm here for y'all.
No, but it is about you, because it's about our listeners, and our listeners are here because they need to learn from each person that we bring up here.
Yeah.
So it's really important to me, like, that they hear, okay, these are the things, you know, that I've done, and this is how I did this, and blah, 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 and then this is where I am now. So I think my closeout of, you can still hear me, right? Because
Yeah.
I feel like my headphone is like going in and out. Like,
Oh, no, I can
cutting
hear
in
you.
and
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're perfectly fine.
Okay, cool. So they gotta
This-
replace
this is
these
the headphone.
this headset. Okay. So I think for me, my biggest question is what happened with the radio station, and let's try to. We're not gonna, you
Yeah,
know,
I won't
OD
drag it
or
out. I won't
over talk
drag it
it, but what happened? Because I think I came and I interviewed on a show that was on your station, and then next thing I knew, the station was gone.
Yeah. No,
So what
I
happened?
give them 3 months. So if they told you a week out, a week out, then you know that's on them. You know, I gave everybody enough time to, you know.
So it was already closing down. It was already happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Was this another retirement moment? Like,
yeah.
okay, I'm just over it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was done.
Wow.
What it was is, I look back at my life, and my whole life has been business, and I was tired of it. You know.
Yo, that should have been my. Yo, I realized that today.
Yeah.
My entire
I was
life.
tired of it. My whole life, I haven't done anything other than business.
Right.
So what it was is, I look back at it, I'm like, I can't do nothing. And what made me, like, the actual straw was, shout out to Alfred, my homeboy Alfred. He was getting married to his wife. I met him. He actually was one of the first radio shows up on my radio station back when he was in Chelsea.
Yes.
So shout out to Alfred. He was getting married. He invited me to his wedding. I said, all right, cool. I want to go to his wedding, blah, blah, blah. I had engineers I already hired. And then I went ahead and I was on the Long Island Railroad, heading out to Long Island to his wedding.
Yeah.
And I get a phone call from my engineer saying, hey, I can't make it. I can't make it. You know, I'm sorry. I had a leak in my house. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so turn off the water. Like,
Right.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, you fired. So I fired them.
Okay.
And then I had to get off on the next stop.
And go
Hopped in
back.
Uber. Spent over $100 and some because I'm already in Long Island and I need to get all the way over to the financial district to get there before the radio show.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, my business,
Still
and I
has
have
to
to,
run.
I have to do good business.
Yeah.
You know, so if I have to sacrifice whatever, that's the business that I got into.
Right.
So I headed over there, and I'm like, yo, like, I don't have no life outside of this business.
Yeah.
Like, I can't leave. I can't go more than 2 hours away from the studio.
That's horrible.
I feel you on that.
You know, I haven't been on vacation in that long. I haven't been in a serious relationship. I have no kids. I haven't done nothing.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, fuck this.
He was like,
So,
I'm done.
Yeah, because like, what it is that I don't need the money.
Right.
You know, so like I don't have a rapper lifestyle. You know that I'm spending $20,000 a month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I got enough money to last me for the next 15 years. As long as I'm not splurging, and I'm not taking people on $15,000 weekend vacations.
Right.
So yeah, so yeah, that's what it was. It was just me just being tired of just focusing on business, and that's why when I decided to return, it was on my own accord. I'm not doing anything that I have to be somewhere every day.
Right.
I can do whatever it is that I want to do. Yeah, so
I'm so glad that I asked that question though, because that
my motherfucker thought I went broke.
Fuck that.
Look, let me tell you, I don't know what anybody thought, because I know for me, I was just like, well, what the hell happened? And then,
nobody didn't ask.
Right, exactly.
But
I knew the day would come though.
Yeah, I know that people were going around. I don't care, because the thing with me is I don't care about people.
Yeah.
So like,
you doing a service, like.
So no, if somebody don't like me, like couldn't think I'm an asshole or whatever, I don't care, because like if I don't love you, or like you're not like one of my close friends, then I don't care. Like, I was good before I met you, and I'll be good after you're not around no more. Like,
that is a fact.
Actually, I had that conversation the other day. I know that you only have 5 minutes, so I'll make this real quick.
Okay.
Basically, somebody hit me up, and I realized that they only hit me up whenever they need something.
Yes.
Right.
I cut those people off quick.
So, they actually asked me like a real minute question, but I was like, this person never hits me up to say, hey, how you doing? Everything is okay? Blah, 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 blah. You never recommend anybody to me. The only time that you ever hit me up is to send me a link to your damn radio show. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not fucking with this person.
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't want to hang out. We're not hanging out. We're not friends.
Right.
So like, why are you asking me why you asking me friend questions? So I didn't reply back to them. They hit me up like a few days later. Like, yo, I don't know if you've seen the last text. I hit you up. Like, yeah, I seen it. Like, can you answer it? I'm like, no, like I'm good. And now I broke down the reasons why. And I'm like, if you're not cool, if you're not like real friends, then let's do business.
Yeah.
And, like, let's not fake it.
Yeah. Right.
So
I completely
like
that.
I seen no rumors. I'm like, yo, man, FLO got shut down because he went broke. I'm like, yo, I had at the end of the joint I had 24 shows.
Yeah.
At $300 a show.
Right.
How am I going broke?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I never heard that.
Rent was $2,500.
Right. So you were good. It was good. And like I said, like I never heard that. It's just like I wound up being on having a show on one of the spinoff stations from your station.
Yeah. And everybody think that they could do it.
I was just like, everybody think they could do it. Yeah. That's the key. That's the next meme on the Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick. Yeah. So before we close out, please tell us, so what exactly is Put Me On Inc.? Like, what services do you provide? Do you provide it out of location?
It'll take longer than 2 minutes.
Oh.
But, and just follow me on Instagram, Put Me On Inc. Put Me On INC. And what I'm doing right now, the main focus right now is I got a venue up in Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Okay.
They gave me four nights a month. So I have a lot of slots. For artists.
We gonna take one of them.
He's been saying that for
a year and a half.
A year and a half.
But, a fashion show or something? How big is this spot?
It's not that big. It holds like 50 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. for the room that I'm doing the event.
Yeah.
It's similar to like the other joint that has like a room, and then it has like the bars and then a whole nother room.
Star Bar.
Yeah. Got you. Okay.
So pretty much, I'm doing that, and I have a lot of slots. And what I wanted to do, since because I was doing monthly there, and then we sold out because it's only 50 people.
Yeah.
So they asked me if I wanted more nights, and I said, yeah. You know, like, what do you
Right.
want me to do? 'Cause I have videographers, I have engineers that need to be making more money as well. So,
Right.
you know, hook them up. So my ultimate goal, because I know that a lot of artists be tuning into your show, is I'm looking to shut down every other promotion up in here that is charging for artists to pay. So basically, if you want to perform and you don't want to pay any registration fees or performance fees, holla, put me on it. You know.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. We have, except for the second week of the month, we at least have one show. We have one show the first Tuesday. We have one show the third Tuesday, the fourth Tuesday, and the fourth Friday as well. So if you want to perform on Tuesday or Friday, hit me up. You only have to pay admission, because I noticed that whenever I don't charge you something, you don't show up.
Yeah,
So-
that's a fact.
So you have to.
You have to.
Tuesdays is $10. Friday is $30, and you get a free drink.
Nice.
So, come on.
I love
Fucking make it happen.
it. I love it.
so-
Make sure y'all hit him up, follow,
Put me
and
on ink.
contact him.
Contact
Yes.
him.
VJ,
Yeah.
where can they find you? Even though they should know.
If you don't know how to search VE_JANO by now, it's been 9 months. You could have had a baby by now. So you should have figured out where to
But
find
it might
me.
be the first time. Maybe
But
they
it might
tuned
be
in.
your first time. It might
You
be,
might be
you might be
losing-
scrolling on Instagram or
Whatever.
YouTube. That's where the fuck we are. We're YouTube right now. So yeah, if you don't know that, it's VE_JANO, Vijano. I'm the only Vijano in the freaking world.
That's true.
And
I still
so-
can't pronounce his name.
Yes.
Vijano.
Yeah, Vijano.
Vijano.
Yep, exactly.
You're right.
You gotta say it with accent.
You gotta say it, yes. Oh man, you make me miss my Italian family. But yes, the Vijano. That's where you find me. And this is the amazing
Dime, you already know what it is. You can follow me on Instagram at Dime Smith. That's Dime with a Y, not an I.
Get it right. Get
And
it
make sure
right.
y'all follow the show, The Making Mogul Show. We are on Xtreme 104 FM every Monday from 7-ish to 8 p.m.
You
on it from 7 to
gotta do
8.
better. You gotta do better.
I know, we trying. We working on it.
Today I tried.
We are working on it.
Let's get the focus
Today
today.
today was a thing. But
We
we
back.
we
That's what
got
it is. We
here.
back.
We got some great gems dropped. We appreciate you for coming on the show and
No
taking
problem.
your time
Thank you
out
for
of your
having me.
day. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. My homegirl Kanika is coming up next. She's spilling
Yeah.
some tea.
There's tea to come.
I hope she's talking about PNB Rock, because something happened to PNB Rock in LA like an hour ago.
Oh shit, I don't. Well,
You
y'all
got
better
shot.
stay tuned. Y'all better stay tuned.
All right,
gonna
y'all.
figure this
So, we on next week
Oh, yeah.
with my girl, the Rudest Joes. I'm so excited.
We got a
I
whole,
love
we got
talking
a
to
whole,
her.
We got a whole
I-
nice lineup of people coming soon. So
Listen.
we're gonna get into this. All right.
All right, so